Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Going with the ground game left. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The give is to Williams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field, you don't get a touchdown, at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. That's reeled in, it's Madden. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defense defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands?
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead is 6 in the 1st. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 11 over Oregon. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Still looking, on the move. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Burger or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them. And
there he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught over the middle. It's Newman. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Quarterback will keep it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive. it's Buckmeyer. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The hand to the running back. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The give is to Williams. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Blow. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Finds the big tight end. Bounced off his feet. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Handoff from the gun. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He splits the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Upshaw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And now on second down for this offense. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On the move at the 30. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Bachmeyer. That's a fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dawgs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one or a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. The tap. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. A lot of we ares in inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 18 over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. There's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Dawson. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The toss to the right. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Dawgs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Gets rid of it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect, oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Quarterback now breaking the field. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little